Hey guys, Enter the Paradox here for our second vlog. I'm Brian.
I'm Ben.
I'm Reed.
And today we wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit of the background of the influences of Love, Loyalty, and Mayhem Part 1 and Part 2. So basically right now, like these albums were done like as a whole at one time. We're releasing them at two separate times. But basically, growing up, I listened to a lot of pop punk, Blink-182, New Found Glory, Green Day, like all those bands that were big, like at that time. We still listen to those bands, but the genesis of when I really started writing a lot of songs for Into the Paradox, I was right after high school, and I really started listening to The Doors, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, and like that's where a lot of that psychedelic influence on the album came in, and mixing that with what I knew in my heart, which was with all the pop punk. And the end of high school, I really started listening to a lot of hardcore and metal. So like Between the Buried and Me, Dillinger Escape Plan. I really started learning a lot of the Protest the Hero songs on guitar, and Between the Buried and Me, Dillinger. Very influenced by the Children of Bodom, classical style guitar playing, and putting that into the music. And that's kind of the genesis of like a lot of the main influences coming into the Enter the Paradox music. And that's just a quick background. Obviously there's a lot of like Norma Jean influences, Beartooth, bands like that, Every Time I Die, in the background with that. But I want you guys to speak a little bit to like how those influences have infiltrated into your guys' playing and how it's helped you playing in Enter the Paradox.
Yeah. Well, initially, it's kind of funny. The reason this band is such a strange mix is because Brian his influences, half of them I used to despise, and the other half I absolutely love. But I've grown to actually kind of like some of the stuff. It was just when I was younger in high school, everybody's like, oh, I'm full on metal, which is what I was. But my genre has definitely expanded. I started playing at age 15. I just turned 30, and so now I'm open to everything. I think the only band that I have in common with influence is Green Day with Ben. And
Yeah.
Music's music, art's art. If it's successful, I respect it. That's the bottom line. But as far as it applying to my drumming style and being in this band. I started out playing just the hardcore metal. A lot of feet work, a lot of double bass, and
Say Slipknot and like Mars Volta.
Well,
very
Mars
two
Volta
big influences with Reed's playing.
Yeah. I mean, Mars Volta definitely shows a lot. Thomas Pridgen, because they've switched out a lot of drummers throughout the years, and Matt Garska also from Animals as Leaders is somebody who's been really kind of pushing me towards the absolute weirdest progressions in time signatures. So I've been kind of just doing offbeat, throwing things here and there, and if it works, it works. If not, then they'll say something.
Something I wanted to tag off of that I thought was really cool that you said, it was like, there's like the metal kids who was like, oh, this is metal, or like, this is metal enough.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was one of the big things I ran into in high school. It was like that like barrier between like, I love pop punk, but I like this heavier music too, and like, why does it have to be so one-sided? And like, that's something I really wanted to incorporate in this music, something the pop punk kids can love and something the metal kids can love, and it seems to be working. So I just wanted to tag off that real quick.
Back when I was in high school, it used to be totally separate, but nowadays
people are a lot more open-minded.
They are now.
That's what's exciting about
What
this
about
time
you,
we live in.
I definitely share the pop punk love with Brian here. That's kind of what bonds us a lot. We go to New Found Glory concerts all the time. Twice.
All the time.
Once. Once I've been to one with you. I'm a huge fan of, still am, Green Day, New Found Glory. But then I also like a little bit, like they blur the lines of like hardcore and hardcore punk, but I'm a big H2O fan. I'm also a big just straight hardcore fan. Like I'm a big Terror fan. I do love Beartooth as well. They're one of the newer bands that's on this. They're actually just got announced for this year's Warped Tour, which I am stoked. I'm going. I love Beartooth. I love Caleb's songwriting, his mixing. I'm just a huge Blink-182. huge influence on me. Tom's voice, Tom's guitar playing, Mark's bass playing, and Mark's voice even, you know. So yeah, I'm a pop punk kid at heart, but when I need to get my anger out, I listen to hardcore. So hardcore and pop punk are the two big ones for me.
The sweetest guy in the world needs to get his anger out.
Yeah. My steering wheel feels a lot of it. So. Okay.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. We are Answer the Paradox, and stay tuned.
See you
for our
guys
next
next
vlog.
Next time.